Genesis chapter 22. And it came to pass after these things that God tempted Abram and said to him, Abram, Abram, and he said, Behold, I am here. And he said, Take thy beloved son whom thou hast loved, Isaac, and go into the high land, and offer him there for a whole burnt offering on one of the mountains which I will tell thee of. And Abram rose up early in the morning, and saddled his ass, and took with him 2 servants, and Isaac his son. And having split wood for a whole burnt offering, he arose and went, and came to the place which God told him of on the 3rd day. And Abram lifted up his eyes, and saw the place afar off. And Abram said to his servants, Sit ye here with the ass, and I and the lad will go yonder and worship, and we will return to you. And Abram took the wood of the whole burnt offering, and laid it on Isaac his son. And he took in his hands the fire and the knife, and the 2 went together. And Isaac said to Abram his father, Father. And he said, What is it, child? And he said, Behold the fire and the wood, but where is the sheep for a whole burnt offering? And Abram said, God will provide himself a sheep for a whole burnt offering, child. And having both gone together, they came to the place which God told him of. And Abram built there an altar, and laid the wood upon it. And having bound Isaac his son, he laid him on the altar upon the wood. And Abram stretched forth his hand to take the knife to slay his son. And an angel of the Lord called him out of heaven, and said, Abram, Abram. And he said, Behold, I am here. And he said, Lay not thy hand upon the lad, neither do thou anything to him. For now I know that thou fearest God, and hast not spared thy beloved son for my sake. And Abram lifted up his eyes, and saw, and behold, a ram caught in a plant of sabek by his horns. And Abram went and took the ram, and offered it up for a whole burnt offering in the place of Isaac his son. And Abram called the name of that place, The Lord has seen, that they might say today, In the mount the Lord was seen. And the angel of the Lord called Abram the 2nd time out of heaven, saying, By myself have I sworn, saith the Lord, because thou hast done this thing, and on my account hast not spared thy beloved son. Surely blessing I will bless thee, and multiplying I will multiply thy seed as the stars of heaven, and as the sand which is by the shore of the sea. And thy seed shall inherit the cities of their enemies. And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast hearkened to my voice. And Abram returned to his servants, and they arose and went together to the well of the oath. And Abram dwelt at the well of the oath. And it came to pass after these things that it was reported to Abram, saying, Behold, Melchah, she also has borne sons to Nachor, thy brother, Us the firstborn, and Buz his brother, and Kemuel the father of the Syrians, and Chast, and Azau, and Pheldas, and Jeldaph, and Bethuel. And Bethuel begot Rebekah. These 8 Melchah bore to Nachor, the brother of Abram. And his concubine, whose name was Remah, bore also Tebek, and Tam, and Tochos, and Mocha. That concludes this chapter. Please click Next to continue.